this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Stanley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past this.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw again. Dances. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be down. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding an escape route. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Georgia State jumps back to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh setting downfield. It's Boley. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Erickson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Third down coming up after that completion. To the air, it's Stanley. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Gonna take a shot. The defender was right there. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now. Well, turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's got 47 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Makes the grab. Got enough space. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up 14 over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to the ground game on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Panthers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Connection to the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And the Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He rifles one deep to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wants to throw. It's Stanley. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. He might want another play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Now on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Smashes through the tackle. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Got his man on the right. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Backs looking for the goal line. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you...
Touchdown, Herd! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Marshall! And the pummeling has started. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 16 over West Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
The ball squirts free, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Boley. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Marshall quick to the line. Off play action. Buying some time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Back to throw. It's Boley. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. He's out past the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Erickson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back,
there he goes. Pass to Tech. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Herd!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Looking for the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Boley. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David Ecker. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking for space, it's Allen. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Marshall! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Pulls it, fired complete. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just returned.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Erickson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Panthers have their offense in high gear. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great and get a W.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll leave it with him. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And the returner is stopped. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carpenter. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Now, a 4th down.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.